My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. But on this channel, we don't talk about the Vikings. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. I hope you had a wonderful, 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 wonderful Christmas. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful morning. And if you're not, I hope it gets better for you. And this is going to be the new thing on this channel. We are going to talk that talk, everything Vikings, and it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays between 11 a.m. and 1 o'clock. It just depends on what's going on for the day. But shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. We got a lot to talk about, man. Tom Brady is speaking he's talking his talk right now. Tom Brady is talking his talk, and I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? The GOAT, Tom Brady, says something about Justin Jefferson, and I love it, man. Because, see, the GOAT, in my opinion, is Tom Brady at the quarterback position. This is a debate. I know people are going to probably say Montana. People are going to probably say some other quarterbacks. They might even say Patrick Mahomes or whatever. But my GOAT at quarterback is Tom Brady because he has the most Super Bowls, and he's that bull. But anyway, this is what he said about Justin Jefferson. We're going to get straight to it. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Now, I got the horn has to go off again, y'all. All right, let's talk about it. So Tom Brady, the GOAT, in my opinion, we're going to talk about the injury report as well for this upcoming game against the Packers, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so listen. Tom Brady has spoken, y'all. He has spoken. And this is Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt, I think I said his last name right, are back at it this weekend, this time calling the game between the mighty Minnesota Vikings and the stinking Green Bay Packers. After last week's play, Tom Brady, the GOAT at quarterback. Let me talk my talk, y'all. Let me talk that talk. The GOAT at quarterback. Tom Brady gave one of his 3 stars of the week to Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Number 18, the best wide receiver of all time, not all time, of the NFL right now, of this time, not of all time. Let me rephrase that, and I mean that in no disrespect. You gotta do a lot more because my GOAT at wide receiver is Randy Moss, but he is the greatest wide receiver in the game right now. I'll say that. I had to rephrase that a little bit. Know what I'm saying? I had to rephrase that. Stop the cap. Really, stop. Yeah, I was capping for a second because you know my GOAT is Randy Moss, but he gave one of the stars to Justin Jefferson. I think the other 2 stars he gave to 2 running backs. But this is what he said. He came up so clutch when it mattered the most. That's what Brady said about last Sunday's game. He said, let's see if the Packers secondary has any answers for JJ this week. And then he said, I doubt it. Let's see if Packers secondary has any answers. Yeah, he said, I doubt it. Because there's no answers for JJ. The only way you can stop JJ if JJ stops himself or if he's hurt or the ball's just not going his way because our offensive line is not blocking the best and Sam Darnold can't get the ball down the field to Justin Jefferson. That's the only way because it's almost impossible to stop the best wide receiver in the game. I'm just going to keep it real. He's the best wide receiver in the game, and he's been the best wide receiver in the game since he's been drafted. And I don't care what nobody says. That's just my opinion, y'all. Don't come at me. It's just my opinion. And look, I got stats to back it up too, man. I got stats to back it up because people want to. I got to bring the receipts out because some people don't want to. What's up? Did Tom Brady say that Justin Jefferson will be traded to the Giants for? No, it's not going to happen, brother. It's not going to happen. Stop the cap. We're not trading Justin Jefferson for nobody. I'm going to say that right now, brother.
Stop.
Big time. Shout out to you, brother. But no, you capping big time right now. But let's get to some of the receipts, man, because I like to back up of what I'm saying. You feel me? I like to back up what I'm saying because if you want to, put the stats behind, let's see, history. I'm looking for. All right, so look, let's look at some history real quick. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all see this. You know what I mean? I looked up how many wide receivers in NFL history had 1,000 receiving yards in their first 5 seasons. There's not many, y'all. Even the great Jerry Rice did not accomplish this. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that I'm looking at right now is Randy Moss. You know what I mean? The GOAT at wide receiver, in my opinion. AJ Green. I forgot. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how long AJ Green been out of the NFL, bro. But AJ Green was that bull, y'all. AJ Green was that bull, man. Because, yo, I don't know if people forgot about that bull, AJ Green. Another player that I was not expecting to see on this list, but then I know he was very, very good. He's a great wide receiver, is Mike Evans. Those are the only 3 wide receivers in their first 5 seasons that I'm looking at right now have over 1,000 receiving yards. But the thing about Mike Evans, right, and this is the longevity and just greatness of his play. He's a Super Bowl winning wide receiver in 2021 with the Bull. Tom Brady, the GOAT at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT for a reason. 7 Super Bowls, man. But listen, Mike Evans, let's put the stats up, man. Let's put the stats up. So when you talk about Mike Evans, right? Mike Evans, this guy, Mike Evans, right? Because look, I didn't even know this, y'all. I didn't even know this. Mike Evans, right? This man for 10 plus seasons had over 1,000 receiving yards. Since he was drafted in 2014, this man has had 1,000 receiving yards in a season, right? The closest one that he almost didn't have it was in 2017, which he had 1,001 yards. So that's crazy right there. And then he had, he's a touchdown machine. He had 14 touchdowns in 2021. That's when they won their Super Bowl. And on top of that, this season in 2024 will be his 11th season if he gets it. But he's almost 200 yards short of 1,000 yards for 2024. So we'll see if he can get that 1,000 yards. That'd be 11 straight season with 1,000 yards, receiving yards for Mike Evans. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that. But let's get to some other news. I got to talk my talk, y'all. Y'all know I got to talk my talk about this. Y'all know I got to talk my talk about this, yo. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. Hit that like button if you haven't already, right? Now, listen. I got to bring up some more Justin Jefferson stuff because I just feel like people got to understand that this bull is really, really different, man. He's really different. So this season, let's see who's the leading wide receiver in the NFL right now. So right now, Justin Jefferson is number 2 to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is winning when it comes to receiving yards and touchdowns. He got 16 touchdowns. He's having a remarkable season. Jamar Chase, he still ain't the best wide receiver in the game. We ain't going to go that far, but he's having a remarkable season. And Justin Jefferson is right behind him with 1,387 yards, 1,387 yards. Jamar Chase has 1,510. He has 16 touchdowns. That's crazy. JJ, I believe this is the most of his career. He has 10 touchdowns this season, but the longest touchdown catch was that 97-yard bomb from Sammy D. That was one of the first games I've seen. I think that was against the 49ers, I believe. That 97-yard touchdown pass to JJ from Sammy D. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then you got CeeDee Lamb in third, 1,194 yards with 6 touchdowns. And you got St. Brown in 4th place. He has 11 touchdowns. Yeah, they got some good wide receivers in the NFL right now, but I still feel like Justin Jefferson is the best, hands down, the most consistent wide receiver in the game right now. But there is a lot of good wide receivers in the game. Jamar Chase is very good. CeeDee Lamb is very good. St. Brown's very good. Even though I can't stand the Lions, I keep it real over here. Jackson Smith, he's a good wide receiver as well. But yeah. Zay Flowers is, oh wow, Zay Flowers has 1,000 receiving yards. AJ Brown has 1,000 receiving yards. Okay. But listen, shout out to everybody rocking with your bull. Shout out to each and every one of y'all rocking with y'all bull. Let's talk about some other Viking news that's going around right now. And let's talk about the injuries right now. Let's talk about, and this is up to Thursday because the Friday injury report didn't come out. So we're just going to talk about what's going on for up to Thursday, right? So let's see where that's at right now. So injury report for the Packers and Vikings game. Let's start with the Vikings. So the Vikings injury report. So we got Fabian, did not practice Wednesday, did not practice Thursday. You know, it's holiday, man. Holidays, man. We kind of, you know what I mean? I'm not really sure how much they really practicing, to be honest with you, but they say no practice. Friday, we'll see what happens with him. He has a hip injury. So hopefully, you know, hip injuries could be very tricky as well. I compare them to like almost like a hamstring injury. You got to be careful. The hip injuries, you don't know what's going on over there. But I hope he does play because he made the winning interception last week. Harrison Smith, one of my favorite players in Minnesota Viking history. Foot injury, did not practice Wednesday, full practice Thursday. I believe he will play. Redmond, concussion. I didn't even know he had a concussion. Limited practice Wednesday, full practice on Thursday. Well, I hope he plays because he's been stopping the run. He's been doing the dang on thing. Redmond, one of the most underrated defensive linemen on our team. That does probably, I think he's getting more love now, but definitely underrated pickup. Blake Cashman, my guy. Blake Cashman, man. Blake Cashman, hip injury. Another hip injury. What's going on with the hips, man? And I don't mean that not to be funny. I don't mean that to be funny, y'all, because we got 2 hip injuries on this injury report, man. We got Fabian, our cornerback, hip injury, and we got that guy, Blake Cashman, hip injury. So what's going on? But they're saying full practice for Wednesday and Thursday, and Blake Cashman is the captain on that defense. So hopefully he will play. We need him to play because this is debatably the hardest game of the season. The next 2 games are going to be the hardest 2 games for the Minnesota Vikings this season, possibly. You know what I mean? It's a division game with a lot going on. You know what I mean? We have to win out to get that first seed, that first spot in the NFC conference. So it's going to be hard, and we need Blake Cashman for that for it to come to reality. We need that guy to play. CJ Ham, our fullback, ankle, full practice Wednesday, full practice Thursday. So I'm pretty sure he's going to play as well. Patrick Jones II, knee, full practice for Wednesday and Thursday. So I believe he will play. Josh Oliver, wrist injury, full practice for Wednesday and Thursday. I believe he will play as well. Ivan Pace Jr.
Talk that talk.
Ivan Pace Jr., I hope he comes back, man. I got to hit the horn for him, man, because Ivan Pace Jr., for me personally, being an undrafted free agent and getting the type of playing time and just balling out when he was playing, he's not perfect. There ain't no such thing as a perfect player, but he does his job most of the time at a high level. He has a hamstring injury. He's been at a hamstring injury, and he's been practicing Wednesday and Thursday. So I am thinking he will play. I'm thinking he will play as well. So the only questionable player that I think that would not play on this, that could possibly not play on Sunday versus the stinking Green Bay Packers, will be Fabian, our cornerback. So we'll see what happens with that. When it comes to the Packers injury report, see, I'm going to just be nice now. I'm going to be nice. So Jenkins did not practice Thursday. We'll see if he plays. Offensive lineman. Quay Walker, linebacker, ankle injury. Did not practice Wednesday and did not practice Thursday. So we'll see what happens on Friday. And by the way, going back to Jenkins, that he has a knee injury. Now, Christian Watson, their wide receiver, knee injury, did not practice Wednesday and did not practice Thursday. So there's a lot of, I don't know. Evan Williams, their safety, quadricep injury, did not practice Wednesday, did not practice Thursday. We'll see what happens with him. Hopper, linebacker, ankle, did not practice, limited practice on Thursday. And Bullard, their safety, ankle, limited practice for both Wednesday and Thursday for him. Now, this is a big one right here, y'all. Like, to be honest with y'all. And I had this as one of the keys of the games to beating the Green Bay Packers is stopping this guy I'm about to name, Tucker Kraft. And I hope he plays because I want to beat the Packers at their best because I don't want to hear no Green Bay Packer fans crying and say, we were hurt. We didn't have all our players. Man, I don't want to hear none of that. If you know what's going on with the Vikings, you should not complain about nothing. You shouldn't complain about no injuries. No injuries should any team complain. The Vikings debatably lost more than any other team. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Next man up over here when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings. We ain't complaining. We just balling out. That's why we 13-2. And whether you like it or not, we going to win this game again. It is what it is. Let's go. Tucker Kraft is the player that we have to contain. We're not good at stopping the tight end, especially if it's a very, very good tight end like Tucker Kraft. He's very hard to stop. But he has a hip injury, limited practice on Wednesday, limited practice on Thursday. So we'll see if I believe he's going to play. This is too big of a game. Like, if you're limited practice, 9 times out of 10, it's the end of the season. This is for, like, playoffs and all that, man. I'm saying, like, I believe he's going to play, bro. I believe he's going to play. Now the Bull Luke, their other tight end, ankle injury, limited practice. I believe he's going to play too. Now look, man. Now the corner. See, this is the guy I want to play. He ain't played last game. But let me say this right now. Alexander, their cornerback. He's a dog. He's a very good cornerback. When healthy, he's one of the best corners in the game. And I will admit to that. But I will say this right now. I want him to play so bad because he talks so much trash. And I want Justin Jefferson to destroy him in every way possible. Can I talk that talk, y'all?
Talk that talk.
I'm tired of it. Shout out to everybody. Malik Savage. Green Bay Packers will love nothing more than the ruin. Nah, we ain't worrying about none of that. Skull, Chris Furrell's in the building. Green Bay Packers. He said, don't really have talent. The Vikings, hold on. Green Bay Packers don't really have talent. The Vikings or Detroit Lions or Eagles have, but nah, the Green Bay Packers do got talent, bro. But they are always in the mix because they have great coach. They have great coaching, but they got talent, bro. They got a very good secondary. They have a solid, okay defensive line. They are one of the best teams on defense. Look up their defense, bro. They got one of the best safeties in the NFL. What's his name, McKinney or whatever. Look up the defense of the Packers, bro. They have a very good quarterback. They have a very good running back. They have a very good tight end. They have solid wide receivers. They got some talent, bro. I'm telling you, they got some talent. And this is coming from a diehard Minnesota Viking fan. I'm admitting to that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that guy, Barber in the building. Tapping in from, shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy to Purple Haze Podcast. What's up, Skull Nation? Skull to the bowl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Purple and gold bar. Shout out to you. Christopher Reels in the building. What's up? Yeah, I'm just talking about the Vikings, man. You know what I mean? Just trying to put some stuff, you know what I mean? Like putting some news out there, man, for all the Viking fans out there, man. This is the injury report up to Thursday that I'm talking about. The Friday's injury report didn't come out yet because we super early. But I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to let y'all know, man. This is going to be a tough game. This injury report is good for the Vikings. I love our injury report. We don't got many players injured, to keep it real. And all the players that are on the injury report is full practice, bro. Besides Fabian, our cornerback. When it comes to the Packers, though, you know what I mean? They got a little bit of injuries. But getting back to Alexander, I want Alexander to get destroyed because I am tired of him talking so much trash. I want Justin Jefferson to shut him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I want Justin Jefferson to destroy this dude, man. Make him look crazy. I want to see the gritty on the whole secondary of the Green Bay Packers. I want him to do the gritty on that bull Alexander. You know what I'm saying? I want him to talk crazy to that bull Alexander because Alexander think he that bull. He really is that bull, but not against us. You know what I mean? He that bull, but not against us. Maybe against the other teams, but not against the mighty Minnesota Vikings because we're the best team in the NFL. I don't care what nobody says. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. And it is what it is. Now, let's get to Andre Dillard, right? They're tight end. They got concussion evaluation, limited practice on Thursday. So we'll see what happens on Friday when it comes to him. And last is Corey Ballentine. Their cornerback need full practice. He'll be playing. So the only one that, look, I'm going to keep it real with you. The biggest injury for me when it comes to the two biggest injuries right now for me, Alexander, limited practice. That's their best corner. And I think another big injury is Tucker Kraft, their tight end. Even bigger than Christian Watson. Christian Watson's an okay wide receiver, but that bull Tucker Kraft is very good, in my opinion. But that's the injury report for the mighty Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers for up to Thursday. So Friday will come out later on today, and hopefully things change. Because like I said, I want to see the Packers at their best. I want to go and get, look, because I always look at it like this. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm not dodging no smoke. Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all time, did he dodge any smoke in the boxing ring? He didn't dodge any smoke, and that's why he's the GOAT at that position at boxing. You know, Floyd Mayweather, they try to say that he be dodging people, but he's undefeated for a reason, and he went against a lot of great fighters. You know what I mean? If you know boxing, you know. I'm getting in the box. I'm just trying to prove my point. We ain't dodging no smoke over here. So we not going to sit here and be scared of any one player or any team. I don't care who it is. Because like when the playoffs is about to be here, literally, the playoffs are literally in a couple of weeks, bro. Like they're not far away, bro. We about to be in the playoffs. We about to literally be in the playoffs. And if you're scared and you don't believe in the Vikings now, I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't believe in the Vikings now, when will you ever believe in the Vikings? I understand they have to prove it in the playoffs. I understand. But what you have seen during the regular season should give you a little bit of confidence. For me, I'm hyped and I'm talking my talk. I got confidence in this team. But if you are nervous about us doing anything in the playoffs, I don't know what to tell you, man. This team has proven, even in close games, 1-point games, we have won. Close games, we have won. We beat good teams. I don't care what nobody says because nobody was saying anything in the beginning of the season about, the Vikings didn't go against nobody. We beat the 49ers, right? They were supposed to be good. They were in the playoffs. We beat the Texans. They were in the playoffs. I'm not going to get into it because we just got to prove to the world that we're the real deal. And it is what it is. I like being the underdog. I like being the team that people don't want to put no respect on our name. Let's just prove to the world that we're the best. Let's just prove to the world that we're the best. It is what it is. Hold on. I'm getting to the comments right now. Hold on. Let me get to the comments. Next two games are big. A lot is at stake. Here, not just for the NFC North, but for the number one seed. We going for that number one seed. That's a fact. Shout out to Purple Haze for that comment. Alexander is the one cornerback that actually can shut down. Man, stop the cap, man. Stop the cap. Stop
the cap.
We're not doing that.
Really. Stop.
We're not doing that. Bro. And this is why I want him to play. I want Alexander to play because of comments like this. Y'all see this comment on the dang on screen? This is my homie, Malik, my homie. I got a lot of love for you, my brother. You a Sixer fan, you a Phillies fan. I got a lot of respect for you. I don't like that you're an Eagle fan. That's another story for another day. Can't stand the Eagles. But, bruh, nah, bruh. We're not even going to do that. We're not going to do that. That's why I want him to play so bad, bro. Even if they blanket JJ, they got other options. Facts. But that's not going to happen, bro. We're going to dominate. He going to dominate. Nah, there is all talk and spends more time in street clothes. Yeah, he been hurt a lot. Purple and gold bars. He been hurt a lot. There's no way that he did and Mullins at quarterback. Yeah, man. I don't care, bro. To be honest with you, I hope Alexander plays this game, bro. I really do. The offense needs to do the heavy lift in both games against the Packers and the Lions. Yeah. But our defense got to step up too. We can't be letting them score like that. You have to beat the best. Yes, Purple Haze. That's how I feel, bro. People be wanting to dodge the smoke. I'm not speaking to people in the chat. I'm just talking about in general, in any sport. But mainly, we talking about football right now. To be the best, you have to beat the best. That's why, honestly, like, whoever's in our way in the playoffs, I don't care. When we get to the Super Bowl, and if it's Patrick Mahomes, I don't care. We're winning the game. It don't matter who it is. It could be Tom Brady in his prime, coming out of retirement or whatever. We're beating Tom Brady. Anybody. Montana. Dan Marino. Anybody. Any of the great quarterbacks of all time. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. Don't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. We're beating anybody. Anybody, bro. Packers and Lions should tell you a lot about this team. Yeah. And we're going to beat the brakes off of both of their teams. The hardest thing for teams is to learn how to win, not the easy games, but the hard ones. Right. Vikings have a lot. Yes. Most games. And then, yes. We win at the end of the games. We win when the game counts the most. Purple and gold. Talk that talk. If you don't follow the Vikings, I'm going to just say this right now. Right? As a diehard Minnesota Viking fan that watched every single game, right? I watched every single game. There's games where we win by a point. There's games we probably win by a touchdown. There's games we won by just a field goal. And a lot of the games that we won, right, that shows a lot of character about this team. We even made comeback last drive plays to go down the field and get a touchdown and win the dang on game. We did everything to get the clutch interception, to get the clutch fumble or sack or whatever, blocked field goal, whatever. We did what we had to do to win. And that's why I love this team. Special teams is coming through. One of the most underrated aspects of this team is special teams. Our field goal kicker does not miss many field goals. He has a very big leg. When it comes to special teams, we don't give up too many yards. We have a good kickoff return. Good kickoff returner. Brandon Powell, he all right. As long as he don't fumble, I'm good. As long as you just call fair catch and you don't fumble, make no mistakes, we good. Ain't like we got a Percy Harvin right now. But y'all get what I'm saying. Special teams been making a lot of big plays. You are right. I feel like the defense will at least get. Yeah, we need to do. The defense has to do something. The defense has to do something this specific game, and then we'll go to the Lions next week. But for the Packers, the defense has to contain Jordan Love when it comes to scrambling, even though he really don't be scrambling like people be thinking. Like, he don't really scramble, but he is a threat to be a scrambler, so we got to make sure you contain him. But the biggest thing that we have to do, honestly, is stopping their run game. Once we stop their run game, we good. Josh Jacobs is the key, and Kraft is the key, in my opinion. And then if we take care of the football, we're good. There's nothing that any team can beat us. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. I feel like the only way teams beat us is if we beat ourselves, not the other way around. I don't feel like teams just beat us. We beat ourselves. They don't beat us. That's how I feel. That's just my personal opinion. Know what I mean? I feel like we beat ourselves more than any team can beat us. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. I don't really feel like teams just come and go against the Minnesota Vikings and just dominate us. But I got to get to this one thing real quick, y'all. I didn't get to it I wanted to talk about another wide receiver, and he's not on our team, but I just wanted to give a lot of love to this wide receiver, right? Because I did give love to him, but I want to give more love to this dude because this guy has an amazing career. I didn't know how good this man was until I had to look up his stats. All right, so look, y'all. I'm talking about Mike Evans. I don't think I talked about what he accomplished because he's one of the few wide receivers that had over 1,000 yards in his first 5 seasons. But get this, y'all. Did I talk about? I'm not sure. Did I? I'm not sure. But in 10 seasons, man, 10 straight seasons, this man had over 1,000 receiving yards. 10 straight. I think I did talk about him. I actually did. But that's amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment, man. For a wide receiver that have 10 straight seasons, over 1,000 receiving yards. Like, I knew Mike Evans was good, but I didn't know he was great. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame when his career is over. So, shout out to the Bull, Mike Evans. And I believe, and look, and let's talk about Justin Jefferson real quick. So, when it comes to Justin Jefferson has the most receiving yards by a wide receiver in their first 5 seasons with 7,286 yards. That's any wide receiver of all time. So that's why I feel like, that's why I be like, when people be trying to say JJ's not the best wide receiver, I'm like, do you know like the stats back it up, like that he really is the best wide receiver? He really is the best wide receiver in the game. And when you talk about some of the GOATs, shout out to Travis in the building. He said, hold on. Purple and Gold said, yeah, they will. J Love will get desperate and throw a game. Yeah, I feel like going back to the defense. Yeah, I feel like we have to stop the run game. If we don't stop the run game, it's gonna be a lot of trouble. It's gonna be a lot of trouble for us. But if we stop the run game and we make Jordan Love one-dimensional and he's just throwing the ball to his wide receivers and tight ends, eventually Byron Murphy, somebody's gonna get an interception. Maybe even one of our linebackers might mess around, get a safety, Harrison Smith, if he plays. Somebody's gonna get an interception. I truly believe that. But getting back to what I was saying, man, it's something different about JJ, man. Something is different about him. You're right, especially that last game against the Lions. The main weapon is Josh Jacobs. The 7 front needs to step up more than the secondary. That's true. That's true, Purple Haze. Travis said, thinking about it, the Vikings are rolling, should have no issues making more stops than the Packers. I believe that too. But it starts with stopping that run. And I keep saying that because it's really a fact, bro. And we're number 2 at stopping the run. So we got to make sure we continue that recent success at stopping the run. We have to continue that because in order for us to, like, honestly, for the rest of the season, for the playoffs too, we have to continue that success because the next 2 games are 2 teams that love to run the ball. They love to run the ball. And even though I don't know what the injury with Montgomery, I know Gibbs is a very good running back as well. So when we go against the Lions, they're going to run the dang on ball. The Packers, they're going to run the dang on ball. Like, so if we stop the run and we put the pressure in Jared Goff and Jordan Love's hands, eventually we are going to get something. They're either going to, even if it's not an INT or a fumble recovery, we have to play good on 3rd down and long. That's another thing. We have to play good on 3rd downs. It doesn't even have to be 3rd down and long. Just 3rd downs, period. Get them off the dang on field. You know what I mean? At least when Favre throw guarantees, he was trying to throw. Yeah, then in the door, play. J Love doesn't do that. Almost every time he panics, with pressure in his face, he throws a pick. Yeah. I like Jordan Love, though. I actually do like Jordan Love as a quarterback. I mean, I wish he didn't get drafted by the stinking Packers, but he's a solid quarterback. I just know that in most quarterbacks, like mostly, it's like the game plan should be for almost every dang on team. You got to stop the run, though. If you don't stop the run, it's very hard to stop a team if you can't stop the run. But specifically for the team that we're about to go against, they love to run the ball. Josh Jacobs is a very good running back. You know what I mean? So, and we got to somehow stop the run and then put all the pressure in Jordan Love's hands. But Jordan Love can make a lot of good throws. It's just my whole thing about our defense is I just my biggest concern, honestly, is their tight end and they running back. And the tight end, for some reason, tight ends beat our zone a lot more times than not. Like when we go against a dominant tight end, it's very hard for us to win. But as long as if we bend but we don't break, I'm okay. Like I don't care if you give up a lot of receiving yards. Just don't give up no touchdowns. You know what I mean? Just don't give up no points. It don't matter if you get a lot of yards if you're not scoring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind giving up yards, but get off the field on third down and capitalize on the chances when you do get an interception and get some points. I don't even care if it's a field goal. Get some dang on points. Every time they turn the ball over, capitalize on that and get some dang on points. Hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, thank you, Christopher, for that. Off his back foot with lots of air under the time the defense can't with it. Yeah, he does do a lot of those throws. The only quarterback I think that can get away with those throws like most of the time is Patrick Mahomes. So what you're saying is Jordan Love is a poor man's Brett Favre. Nah, he ain't no Brett Favre now. He a poor man. Yeah, poor man's Brett Favre. He got to accomplish a lot to get on that level. Yeah, Jacobs couldn't do last. Yeah. New York again. Yeah, we just got to keep it going, bro. We just got to keep it going. We got to continue that trend. And I'm looking forward to seeing an Aaron Jones big game too against the Packers. Like, I hope he has a big game. I hope he outdoes Jacobs. But like, it really does. We really have to stop that run game though. Like, that's number one. Worse than a poor man's Brett Favre. I'm nowhere close to sold on him. I will need to see like 2 years of him play. Yeah, I think he's I think he's a solid quarterback. I'm not going to say a great quarterback, and he does have to prove more. But like coming behind a Aaron Rodgers and keeping the Packers afloat, like they do got talent, but I feel like it all flows because of that guy Jordan Love, and then they do got a pretty good defense as well. Their defense is really good. You know what I mean? He can make all the throws, I think. It's just like you said, you put some pressure on him, and maybe he'll throw you the ball a couple of times. But I definitely do agree with you, man. Like, I'm not going to say he's a superstar quarterback, but I think he's a solid quarterback solid/good quarterback in the NFL. When you talk about our division right now, who's the best quarterback? I'm gonna go Jared Goff right now. Because you're talking about longevity, I would go Sam Darnold for this year. But if you're talking about after this year, right now, I feel like it'll be Jared Goff right now until we see what JJ McCarthy can do. And I'm confident in JJ McCarthy, but I got Jared Goff number one, then Jordan Love, and then JJ McCarthy, and then Caleb Williams, and see what we'll see. But like right now, the best quarterback in the NFC North, in my opinion, is Sam Darnold. I know Jared Goff is having a decent year as well, but I think Sam Darnold, he has rejuvenated his whole career. You know what I mean? He has rejuvenated his whole entire career. Like, I excited of what he's doing. And then on top of him rejuvenating his whole career, he's making a lot of plays. He's making a lot of big plays. He's making winning plays. He's clutch when it counts the most. And I don't think Jared Goff is doing what that bull is doing. You know what I mean? He don't got the big arm like Sam Darnold. He hasn't had to come back in the last 2 minutes of a game to win a game. You know what I mean? He hasn't had to do that like Sam Darnold has had to. So I got to give the best quarterback in the NFC North Division, in my opinion, will be Sammy D. Darnold. Sammy D. Darnold is the best quarterback in the division right now. But after this season, if we don't keep Sam Darnold, and after us winning the Super Bowl and JJ McCarthy is the guy, then yeah. But another question, y'all. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. I got a question for you. I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now, and let's talk about it, man. Talking about Sam Darnold, man. What should we do with Sam Darnold? What should the Minnesota Vikings do with Sam Darnold after this season? Because at the end of the day, man, Sam Darnold, for me, I'm trying to see where the dang on link is. right here. All right, so look, let's talk about it, right? For the Vikings and Sam Darnold, should the Vikings franchise tag Sammy D? Does it make sense? And this article came out from Albert Breer, I believe. And that's a question for all the Minnesota Viking fans in the building and all the Minnesota Vikings that's going to watch this replay of this video. Should the Vikings franchise tag him? And this is what they're saying. Larry is saying, right? All right, and Larry from your post Christmas meal from Larry Frost. All right, so look, and this is his opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. He said, I know how much the Vikings think of JJ McCarthy. So for a while, I thought the smart move would be to trust your program for developing quarterbacks, swallow hard, and let Sam Darnold go while turning to the 10th pick from last April. Doing that, of course, would give you the kind of financial flexibility contending teams rarely have over the next 3 years while McCarthy is playing out his rookie deal. Now, I love it. You know what I mean? But you still got to take into account if we win the Super Bowl, that is a debate, man. I don't care what nobody says. I almost guarantee you it's not going to be it's going to be more of a 50-50 split more than anything. If Sam Darnold gets us our first Super Bowl in franchise history, it is not going to be 60-40. It's going to be more even, where it's going to be some fans going to say, I want to keep Sam Darnold, and some fans are going to say, let's go with that JJ McCarthy because we want that rookie deal, flexibility for financial purposes, and get other talent so we can win multiple Super Bowls. And I understand both sides. But this is also what Larry is saying. He said, but now Darnold has played so well, it's complicated matters. McCarthy's been out since August, and I wouldn't expect that he'd be able to show much until the spring. You've got a good roster full of players that should have a win now expectation. They're 13-2 as it is. And so to me, in service to those players, I think you have to think about it. The idea of franchise tagging Darnold for 2025, even though the tag will exceed $40 million, and either give McCarthy another development year or open up a competition. I don't know, man. It's definitely a debate. He also said it's not unprecedented either. How do you say that word? Unprecedented. I don't know. Either for whatever is worth. In 2004, the Chargers drafted Phillip Rivers to replace Drew Brees. I remember that. The Chargers drafted Phillip Rivers to replace Drew Brees. Brees then won the job in camp, had a dynamite 2004 season, and the Chargers tagged him in 2005. He injured his shoulder at the end of that season. In the long run, though, that circumstance worked out for everyone involved. And I remember, and then he went to the Saints, the stinking Aints, and won a dang on Super Bowl. I don't like that. So, I don't know, man. I mean, that's definitely a debate, you know. It's not like it just kick Sam Darnold to the curb. There's no point of talking about it. I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I don't like when people be like, "Oh, let's not talk about that. We're going on to JJ McCarthy." Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you want to keep Sam Darnold, you know what I mean? That's your opinion. Me personally, I am 50-50 with it. I'm more 60-40. 60% of me is like, we got to move on from Sam Darnold after this year, even if we win the Super Bowl for flexibility. But the one thing that could backfire on you so bad, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, y'all. I'm not saying this is going to happen, But the one thing that could backfire, say you do happen to get rid of say shout out to TY in the building. Say you happen to get rid of Sam Darnold. He goes to another team and he's still great and he wins another Super Bowl. James J. McCarthy ain't the guy, and we looking crazy right now. But I understand, just draft another quarterback. Draft another quarterback. You gotta keep on trying until you get that guy. You know what I mean? Even though I think J.J. McCarthy is the guy, doesn't necessarily mean that he is the guy. We gotta see it on the dang on football field. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the building. TY in the house. TY, hold on. Let me get to I'm missing some comments. We are so close. Hold on. I'm missing a lot of comments. Hold on. Yeah, all right, so yeah, he is. I think he has been playing way better than Goff. Sam has had to put on his bag at times. Yeah, absolutely beautiful passes. Yeah, Goff wishes he could. Yeah. This year, Sam Darnold's playing the best in the NFC North, but if you're talking about like the most consistent quarterbacks, because it's only 1 year for Sam, and I think Sam is possibly going to be going to be gone after this season. So, we'll see. Heck no, over the last few years, we have seen teams win Super Bowls playing with a quarterback on their rookie contract, all while spending all the cap building. Yeah, true. See, that's the other side. You know, me personally, I'm 60-40. I would go that route. Purple golden bars. I would go this route because I want to give us the best chance of winning a Super Bowl. Allen, Lamar, Sonny D are the best quarterbacks in football. You forgot Patrick Mahomes, bro. You forgot Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, you forgot Patrick Mahomes in that, bro. We are so close to pulling that strategy off. Why give up on that now and overpay? Yeah, true. Why give up on that and overpay now? That's true. Looks like the Eagles are going to lose out at this race. Yeah. TY in the house. Imagine talking all that talk last week before the game ends for the Commanders to send you home crying. Eagles 2025 Super Bowl champions. Let's stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Really. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap, bro. We're not even going to talk like that, bro. If Sam takes a Tom Brady team-friendly deal, okay, right, and that will be probably the only reason why we would keep him. Like he used to in New York. Yeah, we got a bunch of players on 1-year contracts that will get snatched up if we don't. Right. Pay them, right? Only in also, what happens if we pay Sam and then yes, that's another right, and we get a Daniel Jones situation, bro. I get both sides, bro. Get both sides. I'm more leaning towards JJ McCarthy because this is how I look at it, and maybe it's just me. Like I don't think it's just me. I'm pretty sure you probably think the same way. I just want our guy. I want our guy that we drafted, that we developed, that turns out to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's what I want. I don't want to get another quarterback from another team and win a Super Bowl all like that. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I want our guy to have a dynasty. I want to have a dynasty with the guy that we drafted. You know what I mean? Look at the Chiefs, man. They drafted Patrick Mahomes and they have a dynasty. Why can't the Vikings be the Chiefs? Why can't we be that type of caliber when it comes to us developing the talent and building around an all-time great quarterback, and his name's gonna be JJ McCarthy? You know what I mean? Why can't he be that guy? Why is it that, like, look, I have confidence in KOC and what he's doing. Like, KOC for me is probably the best head coach I have seen in Viking. I don't want to say history right now. I want to say that because I almost want to say that. I almost want to say he's one of the best Vikings head coaches in NFL history. I'm going to say that. One of the best coaches in franchise history. Because when you think of KOC, right? He has 13 wins. He's the only head coach for the mighty Minnesota Vikings to achieve 13 wins in 2 seasons as a Minnesota Viking head coach. No other coach in Minnesota Viking history had 13 win seasons. And I'm actually surprised. And in his first season with the Minnesota Vikings, his first opportunity being a head coach, this man has won 13 games. That's crazy. 13 win season, also secured NFC North Division title for the, this man has been coaching his behind off. And yes, I ain't gonna lie, I do sometimes criticize some of the play calling because I don't like the trick plays and all that. But the one thing I cannot criticize is this man knows how to win. In some way, somehow, we are winning. And know what makes it even more unique, right? The first season, which was his first time being a head coach, right? With the Vikings, first time being a head coach in general. Think about it. Think about the defense that we had, and we still had 13 wins, bro. Now that we have an actual good defensive coordinator in Brian Flores, it's a little bit easier to get 13 wins. But the man got 13 wins with the Donna Shell defense. And my whole thing is this. We need to sign KOC to whatever contract extension, bro. I don't think it has anything to do with the cap or anything like that when you signing coaches. I don't care, bro. Sign this man to a contract extension. Sign Brian Flores to a contract extension. We need them both. But but make sure KOC is good, bro. You know what I mean? Make sure he is good. KOC. And then another thing. When it comes to the scripted plays, I don't think anybody has better scripted plays in the first 20 scripted plays than him. Like, it seemed like it, and it's not even him why the plays ain't working out. It's because things on the field, like maybe the offensive line's giving up a sack, Sam Darnold throwing an interception, Sam Darnold fumbling or something like that. His scripted plays, bro, be on point, bro. They be really on point. And he makes the offense, like that offense is very explosive. Sometimes I do wish that we would do like maybe some short slants. And sometimes some of the plays take a while to develop down the field. And we go for big plays, whether it be third and short. And sometimes we go for a big play. And I don't like that. But more times than not, KOC has came through more times than not. So that's why I don't want to really complain about what KOC is doing this season and the previous seasons. Because he's all he doing is winning. He hasn't had a losing season. And I love it, man. I love it. And every player loves this guy. And on top of that, every quarterback that's been on this team has been good. There hasn't been a quarterback on this team that hasn't played better than what they played the best of their career, in my opinion. Every quarterback that came to the Vikings, that tells you a lot about what our coach is capable of. So yeah, give that man a contract. Do what you have to do. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all vibing with your bull. Like, I really do, man. We're gonna do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 11 a.m. and 1 o'clock p.m. We're gonna talk everything Vikings on this channel. And I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Happy holidays, happy New Year's, and all that, man. And be safe out there. And Cooley. I'm just really risk. Hold on. Cooley. Hold on. Let me get to this comment. My bad. I think Sam reminded people how high his ceiling is when he got drafted by the Jets. Yup. Facts. Because his price going to go up. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Yo, Cooley, what's up? What's good? 76ers looking guard. Nah. We not going to get into that, bro. We not going to get into that, Cooley. We looking good right now. We winning. We just beat the defending champions the other day. I'm just really risk-averse with my day job, and it's a part of... Yeah, right, man. You gotta be. You know, I'd rather take the chance of not overpaying a player and he taking a step back, and then he has to... Because if you overpay a player, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you overpay a player like a quarterback, right? If you pay the player like big money, he has to be able to cover up a lot of flaws on the team. And if he's not covering up the flaws on the team, what are you overpaying him for? And I'm not saying that Sam Darnold's going to be overpaid because he might turn out to be a very, very good quarterback after this season. We shall see. To be continued. But, I get what you're saying, Purple and Gold Bars. Like I get what you're saying, bro. Yeah, but our GOAT, Bud Grant, coached in 14 game season. Yeah, that's true. But like, I feel like for early on, like it's the same thing with JJ when I was talking about Randy Moss. Like the greatest wide receiver in my opinion is Randy Moss of all time, and especially in Minnesota Viking history. JJ, he's the best wide receiver in the game. He's the best wide receiver that the Vikings had in a very long time since the great Randy Moss. Let's keep it real with that. But he's not the GOAT yet. It's kind of like right now, Kevin O'Connell's the best head coach since, Bud Grant. But he's not probably the best coach in Minnesota Viking history yet because he has to get us to some Super Bowls. He has to do a lot. Regular season, spectacular. I feel like KOC only has one win in the playoffs, and that's because of Kirk Cousins not getting the job done. And we're not gonna get into that. Jordan Palmer, the quarterback coach that helped develop Josh Allen, said that Sam had one of the best learning experience that anybody could ever ask for. He went to a Super Bowl as a backup and got to see. I like that. Yeah, and look, I was like one of the few people before Josh Allen had this MVP caliber season this year. This is when we didn't have the quarterback. When we was talking about Kirk Cousins leaving and all that, and we was talking about drafting a quarterback or trading for a quarterback. And I was one of the few people that was like, yo, if I'm going to overpay for a quarterback, I'll overpay for Josh Allen. I'll overpay for that because I know he's going to cover up a lot of deficiencies. He's going to cover up a lot of, you know what I mean? But the problem with that, right? Like you were saying, if the one thing about the Vikings, if you overpay for a quarterback, right? Or if you pay a lot of money to a quarterback, you have to draft really good because you're not going to have no money to pay a lot of players. So if you have to literally draft very good, extremely good. And I'm not just talking about in the first round. I'm not just talking about the second round. I'm not just talking about the third round. I'm talking about the later rounds, even all the way as far back as the seventh round. Sometimes you can get some players in the seventh round. Sometimes you can get some players in the sixth round. It's hard. It's very hard. But that's when it comes to the scouting and developing. If you pay a player that much at the quarterback position and they don't cover up a lot of the holes, bro, you better draft really good. And learn this year, JJ is getting that. Yes, I believe that too. JJ is learning a lot, and that's why I'm like looking forward to seeing him in this. Look, I want to see JJ to JJ. For real. Vikings, the best defense in the league. I think we have one of the best defense. I don't know about the number one defense. Maybe, but they definitely one of the best. JJ has a better chance than most to fulfill his potential. His entire team has learned. Yeah, and you know what the key, and I think I said this on the last live, the key to JJ's success, we got to make sure our offensive line is good. Hopefully Christian Darrisaw comes back healthy. But another key, because we got the wide receivers, we have the tight ends. Another key for his success, besides the offensive line, that's getting healthy, and maybe drafting a guard or a center or whatever like that, is drafting a running back. We have to make sure our run game is on point. Running back is one of the most important positions for a quarterback to help a quarterback out. So say we don't keep Aaron Jones after this season. We got to make sure we get a running back, bro. Either in free agency for the right price. Look at the Eagles, man. Look what the Eagles got. And I don't even mean to bring up the Eagles, but they got Saquon Barkley, bro. Look what Barkley is doing. Barkley is in the MVP conversation. So we might have to get a veteran running back and draft a running back, but we have to make sure we get the running back position taken care of this upcoming season in 2025 after we win the Super Bowl after we win the Super Bowl this year, you know what I'm saying? We will be the champions, you know what I mean? We will be the Super Bowl champions. I don't care what nobody says. You can knock us, but the one thing you cannot hate is the Minnesota Vikings will be the defending champions soon. They will be the defending champions next season. Very true, Mike. Well said about KLC. He's only going to get better. Yeah. Didn't even call the plays with the Rams, and look at how far he has come. Right. Who is the best receiver so far? Nah. The best wide receiver so far is Moss for me. In the game is Chase or JJ, but I think JJ is better. JJ, I think, is a better overall wide receiver. He's more consistent. You can do the numbers. He's just a consistent dude, man. He's a consistent dude. Yeah. Chase is awesome. He's a touchdown machine. And the King and Moore are the best running backs. The best running backs. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think Saquon's the best. And then I think Henry is probably. I think Henry's still up there. I gotta look at the numbers. I really didn't look at the numbers of the best running backs in the game right now. But if I had to choose the best running back in the game overall, in my personal opinion, it would be Barkley, then probably Henry. And I gotta look at the numbers. I'm gonna keep it real. And Josh Jacobs is up there as well. I'm trying to think what other running backs. Like, I can't think off the top of my head. But those are definitely the top two running backs, probably. Matter of fact, we're gonna look that up right now. What's the leading rushers in it? Yo, we're gonna look that up right now, then I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna look that up right now, y'all. I'm gonna look that up right now. The best running backs. Leading rusher in 2024. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to see. Let's see. All right, so I'm about to put it up on the screen. For y'all. Let's see. All right, so leading rusher. All right, so leading rusher. All right, so look. Derrick Henry is in second. All right, so look. Saquon Barkley. Y'all see this on the screen. I'm not sure if y'all see it. If y'all see it. Y'all see it. All right, let me put myself down here. All right, so Saquon Barkley has 1,838 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. He has 20 plus 15 yard carries. He has 7 40 plus carries. His longest carry is 72 yards. Wow. He only has 2 fumbles on the year. Derrick Henry has 1,783 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns this year. He has 16 plus 20 rushing yards in a run, and then he has plus for 40 plus runs. He has 4. His longest run was 87 yards. Oh my gosh! And he has 3 fumbles on the year. And then Kyron Williams has 1,243 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns. Longest run of the year is 30. Josh Jacobs is the 4th rusher in the NFL with 1,216, 13 touchdowns, 7 20 plus yard rushes in the season. Bijan is the 5th. And that's all I'm going to say. Aaron Jones. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We like top 11. My boy Aaron Jones. But yeah, man, there's some good running backs in the game, man. Especially, and look, I want to say this right now. Put some more respect on the running back position. Saquon Barkley, they try to say, oh, he's injury prone, he can't stay healthy, and this, and he was done, and the Giants let him go. Then you let him, and then he signs with the stinking Eagles, right? And then people was trying to hate on Derrick Henry. I wouldn't mind having Derrick Henry on the Vikings, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. I don't look, and people always talk about age when you talk about age, right? I understand all that. As long as you don't sign these players that's like, say for instance, Derrick Henry is like 35 or 33 or whatever. And like, I don't care what his age is if he's still doing these numbers, bro. He's the second leading rusher, bro, in the NFL. It'd be different if you signed him to like a 6-year contract or a 4-year contract or something crazy like that. But if you sign him to a 2-year contract, bro, what is the problem? I don't care what his age is. If he's 36 years old and he's being productive like this, bro, why would I not sign him to a 1 or 2 year deal? If he's productive, what does age mean, bro? If he's still doing these numbers, well, how old is Derrick Henry, y'all? I gotta look up Derrick Henry real quick, bro. I don't even know how old Derrick Henry is, bro. But Derrick Henry gotta be. He only 30. He only 30 years old, bro. 6'3", 247 pounds, 9 years of experience. Still a freaking monster, bro. Still a monster. Still a monster, bro. How old is Saquon? Let me look up Saquon real quick, man, before I get off this joint. All right, so Saquon is 27. He got a couple years younger. Yeah, man. Monster. Penn State. Shout out to Penn State, man. Yo, that's crazy. I forgot that he was from Penn State. And he's from Pennsylvania. I ain't never knew he was from Pennsylvania. His hometown is Coldplay. I ain't never heard of that place before, bro. That gotta be in, I don't know where that's at. But shout out to Saquon Barkley. Just don't do good against the Vikings when we play y'all in the playoffs and y'all come to US Bank Stadium. Don't play good against us, bro. But shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Barkley, the king, NFL flags are hanging in downtown Philadelphia. Oh, gosh, stop it. Everyone in the chat, thanks for your support. Let's go. No. Stop the cap. Shout out to everybody in the building. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. And as always, God bless. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.